Hello students, welcome to my online lecture session of subject.NET Programming. Today we will continue our unit number 3, which is additional controls and menu of Windows. Today's topic is datetime picker and progress bar. Objective of this video lecture is first control, datetime picker. This control is used to display date and time. This control is discussed with its properties, method, event and example. Now second control is progress bar, which indicates progress of any event. This control is also discussed with properties, method, event and example. Now start our session with first control, which is a datetime picker. This control is used to select date, month, year, time, etc. This control resides in a namespace, system, Windows, forms. Means it resides in the this control resides in forms, which is in Windows namespace, which is in system namespace. It display current date with day. Now properties of datetime picker. First property is name. It is used to get or set the name of datetime picker control. Second property is value, which is important property of datetime picker. It return selected date and time on our form. Then enable. It is display whether the control is user interaction or not. Then visible. It display whether a control is visible or not. It has these two controls, last two controls means enable and visible, both have values true or false. Now next property is format, which display format of date and time in datetime picker. Then max date, this display maximum date that can be displayed, and min date means minimum date that can be displayed. Then show up down. It has two values, true or false. Whenever its value is set to true, then it display datetime picker in spin box to display date and time. And whenever show up down is false, that means drop down box is used for datetime picker to display date and time. And last property is show checkbox, means it determines whether a checkbox is displayed in the control or not. Means it has two values, true and false. Now methods of datetime picker. There are two main methods which is used with datetime picker. Is show, it display datetime picker to user, and hide, that means it hide datetime picker to user. Next is events of datetime picker. There are three main events. First is value change, means whenever the value property change of datetime picker, then this event occurs. Second is drop down, that means whenever we click on datetime picker, means datetime picker is drop down, then this event is occur and executes the code. Then format change, means whenever the format property value change, then format change event is occur. Now switch over to the practical of datetime picker. So open our Windows application. Open first form 1. In this form, put up one label, then one control, means datetime picker against the label. This control display current date. Here write select date in my labels text. Now check the properties of this datetime picker. So first important property, name, which is used to get or set the name of datetime picker 1. Here I am not change the name property. Second, minimum date means my date time picker is show the minimum date, which is say 1st January 1753, and max date is set by default is 9998. Then show checkbox. Here the value is false. If I change the value to true, so checkbox is display against my this label, this date time picker control. Now show up down means my this date time picker is by default in a drop down. So by default its value is false. Whenever I change the value to true means this 2 times arrow means drop down box is not open, but we can change the date using this arrow. And value, it display current system's date and time, and this value property is generally used with the runtime. So change the show up down to false. Now write the code for the datetime picker control. So double click on this datetime picker control. My coding window is open. Here control name is datetime picker 1 and the default event is value change. Means this event is occur whenever we change the value of datetime picker. So in this case generally I write the code like I take one message box, and this message box I display the current system date and time. So I write datetime picker 1 dot value. Now first of all change or see the value of format of the datetime picker. Here the value is long means the current system date is displayed with its time. Short means my date is displayed in short form. Time, it display only time, and custom we can set according to that custom formatting. So set to long. Now set form 1 as my startup form. Run the form. Here date is displayed 26 March. We can select or change the date using this arrow. One drop down box is open which displays current month's calendar. We can change whenever we click on any date, my event is fire and it display selected date with its time. Default is current date, which is a 26. Now run the app again. Select the date. My date is displayed in this application. Now close the form. Again switch over to the PPT for next control, which is a progress bar. Progress bar control is used to graphically display the progress of particular task. You can display how much your task has been completed and how much task is remaining. Whenever any task is complete, the bar is filled, and this process is displayed using the green color. Now properties of progress bar. First property is name, which is used to get or set the name of progress bar. Then second property, which is a minimum. It is used to get or set the minimum value of progress bar control. Then maximum, set the maximum value. Then value property, it display current value of progress bar control. Then step means this display the amount of increment, the value of the progress bar control, means every time how much step is incremented. Then next property is enable and visible. Enable is used to for user interaction, and visible is used for visibility for user. Now methods of progress bar. In progress bar, generally two method is used. First is increment and second is perform step. Now increment. This method is used to increment the current value of progress bar control. And for that we have to write progress bar 1 dot increment, and in bracket we have to specify the value, specific value. Second is perform step. It is used to increment the current value of progress bar control by value which is specified in the step property of the progress bar. So first of all we have to change the step property value at design time, and then we can use the progress bars perform step method. Now switch over to the practical, our Windows application. Open form 2 which is already created. Now here put progress bar control, then one button. Now change the text of button control to start, means whenever we click on this start button, progress bar is start to fill the bar, and change the name of this button to BTN start. Now see the properties of progress bar. First property is name, which is used to get or set the name of progress bar. Then minimum means progress bar's minimum value which is 0, and maximum value here I set to 100 or 1000. Next first of all I write the step which is to be incremented for every task is 10. This is a default. And value properties which is used at the runtime. Now start the coding. Here I click on the button control, so my control is BTN start, means button control. Click is its event. Whenever I click on this button, then this progress bar is start to filling. So it's a start from the starting value and end with the ending value. So here I write the code for I is equal to progress bar 1 dot minimum to progress bar 1 dot maximum. In between I have to just increment the progress bar's steps. So I write progress bar 1 dot perform step. This method takes a value from the step property which is change in design time. So here I write the steps value to 10. So every time 10 is filled, so first of all 10, then 20. Now set the form 2 as the starter form and run the form. Now I click on the start button. So my bar is filled. Every time incremented value for green color is 10. So 10, 10, 10, 10. So in 10's movement, the total bar is filled. I hope you enjoy this video lecture session. Thank you.